Let's take a look at Windswept Fields hole 7. This is an awful lot like hole 6. The only difference is this one's 10 feet shorter. 6 is 260 feet, I believe. You do have a mando here that's forcing you to go to the right of the tree. But it's also a little easier because a lot of the tree to the right here, although it might not be exactly no collision, it's certainly low collision. And when I say that, I mean that your disc will go through a lot of this, and it'll take a little off of it, but it's not going to misdirect it. It's not going to stop it. Now, you don't want to challenge the trunk of the tree or some of these bigger branches because they will collide with your disc and drop you down here. But yeah, this is one where I imagine, I don't know, a large majority of the players, let's say, are taking a 2. Aces are very rare. Par is very rare, probably, except for the very newest of players, maybe. So yeah, when having just done the video on 6, this is just about identical. Same disc too. The ones you want to use are probably the Explorer, the Musket, and the Sapphire. Depending on the wind. If you got strong wind out of the right, you're probably going to use the Explorer. Accurate roll if you got it. Really nice disc for this hole. Easy putt with a strong wind out of the left. You could use the Accurate Windbreak Musket, which is what I used to use, but since the Sapphire was introduced, I now use that. A little more distance, gets me a little closer to the basket. Same line, just a little bit more, obviously, and nice easy putt there, 44 feet. I mean, the Musket will still work too. And you can also, if you don't have the Explorer in the bag and you have an Accurate Roll Musket, and you got this strong wind out of the right, that disc works really well for this hole too. Should be 40 feet maybe, 46, so that's not bad. And I threw that kind of quick. I probably could have thrown it better. The Accurate Windbreak Musket definitely works. And you don't need to be real particular about your aim point really on this hole. I mean, there's just not a lot of precision required, if you will. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this hole. The only thing I might add, I don't remember if I said this on 6 video, and it should kind of go without saying, but just remember, if you're using a putter, the 3 and the 4 winds will lift it. So you need to take that into account. I use the Accurate Windbreak Fuse for throw-ins here. And so the wind doesn't impact it quite as much, but it will lift the disc a little bit. So for 35 feet, I need to be very careful I don't overthrow it, and also want to make sure I keep it low in the change, because just a little too much power and it's going to sail right over the basket, or it's going to go high in the change and the wind's going to grab it, spit it out perhaps. So you want to lower your aim and you want to put just enough power to get it, but nothing more. Keep that disc low in the basket, low in the change. That's going to make sure you stay in the basket and complete the hole. So, all right, that's it for Windswept Fields hole 7. Hope you learned something. We'll see you around the valley.